going to be in the right. You can't turn your phone on while rotate your phone. How is that good? What way am I up?
You can see it in a minute.
I'm up the wrong way. Up the wrong way, folks. What's that doing now? It's my usual problem. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Margaret, good morning.
Okay.
Looks like internet problems today. Let me just see if I can... There we go. Sorry, folks, you got a bad look at me there. Right. Morning, Jan. I'm just gonna get you at an angle. There we all are. If I sit down, is that making sense? There we go. Good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock now. Due to my lack of technical anything, as you all know, and my laptop that's gone bang, I can't tell, did Julia finish? I'm assuming she has. Thank you, Julia, over at Crosspatch, for doing our 3 Amigo live this morning. Hope everybody's had a fabulous Christmas and had good celebrations and things. There's a few saying good morning there. Hi, Abby. Hello, Joe. What else we got there? There's Debbie. Hello, Debbie. Janet's watching. I can see a few things. What happens if I bring this a little bit closer? Let's see what we can do. Oh, you can still see, and I might see a few comments and things because I'm a bit blind. That's lovely. Yes, she's finishing. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Andy. Watching. Hi all. Hello. We're just waiting and making sure there's a few people coming on over from Crosspatch. It sometimes takes a couple of secs to get yourselves across. Hello, Michelle, and Wendy and Jeanette. This is lovely. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming across. Lorraine. Hi, Lish. Morning, darling. Morning, Sonia. This is quite good when I can actually see you all. It's lovely. I hope you've all had a fabulous Christmas. Yeah? I'm just going to give it another little moment because, look, there's lots of you coming across. Thank you. Lovely to see you all. I've got one very special for you this morning, but morning, Kim. A repeat of things and general updates and stuff, really. It's that weird lull, isn't it, between Christmas and New Year? That all sorts of what do we, don't we, do we. Morning, Sarah Jane and Jan and Jenny and Sue. Thank you all for coming across. Right, okay. So, behind me, hopefully, I'm going to turn you very slightly. Or move you across very slightly. You can see some fabulous fabrics. So these are from Northcott. I do love their fabrics. They're so bright and vibrant. Who's that? Angela, good morning. And Karen. And there's all sorts of you. Hope you had a Christmas. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Fabulous. Thank you. It's been actually, do you know what? It's been a bit of a strange Christmas. I don't know. Some of you may or may not know. And there's no reason why you should. Mother passed away this year. So it changed the dynamics on everything for us. And for one thing and another, we had all sorts planned, and then those things didn't happen. So it was literally just Paul and I at home in front of the fire doing nothing. It was lovely. And some may also know it's Paul's birthday on Christmas Day, so he's our very own baby Jesus. So he had a lovely birthday doing nothing. It was all very strange, but it was very lovely. So I hope you've all had nice ones. It's amazing how things change dynamics. Right, okay, so I was on about fabulous fabrics behind. So, and there's a couple of supporting fabrics as well. And so look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Their quality is lovely. They're very thick. There's Northcott, and they're like a digital print, so they're really vibrant and bright. Morning, Lisa. And then this one that's just about gone. In fact, I think it's out of stock on the site now because I've been making some kits up. Now, ooh, so she getting my sample off the floor. Look at this. Made with one piece of fabric, which starts there and goes right the way round and comes up the other side. Is easy as to quilt because you just follow all the little liney bits. Yeah. The thing that's made it a bit different, I was doing bags for a completely different reason elsewhere, and so when this came in, and I thought, oh, do you know what, I really fancy this. So a friend of mine, Carol, made this up for me because I've been busy doing mystery quilt stuff. So we put a lovely contrasting fabric inside. We've actually put all sorts of pockets in there. I've got a thing about, I don't know about you lot, I've got a thing about, I like to know where my phone is and my purse, and I'm a bit hyper. I don't know if that's just me or what these days. So I like a nice little pocket that I can put phone in one side, and then I like a bigger pocket the other side so that I can put purses and anything else in. But more importantly, I like a decent closure of some description. So if anyone is going to put their hand in there other than me, it's gonna take them a minute or two. All right. So I tend to do, and actually that could be made wider. And to be fair, if I was making it, I'd probably make it a little bit wider. But this, as I say, this was Carol making this for me on my instructions. So can you see it sits up and stands? That, see, style-vil. I don't know if any of you have used this. It's my new love. It's fabulous stuff. It's very different. Says she coming close. I don't know if you can see. It's like a foam, encased in a sort of a fabric, and it's lovely. Yeah, nice beach bag. That's what I was thinking. Julia, sorry. I'll acknowledge who actually spoke to me. Me too, Abby. Yeah. Oh, okay. Lovely bag. So I'm loving style-vil, and it makes things stand up and pop. And when you're quilting, it makes it all stand out, and it's all lovely and squidgy and got support. So, love the flower behind me. Yeah, so now you see that's bringing me on to my next. Okay, so I've done up some kits for the bag with this one, all right, with the same liner and bit to help it, all right. And I was very busy, and I've done quick instructions, says she. All right, so I've not made your bag maker. Julia's your bag maker, but the fabric's inspired me really. But so me being me, you've got hundreds of photos, and what the hell am I on about? So hopefully you'd understand. So there is a pattern, and there's a template there for the weedy bit that goes over the top and fastens it all. All right. So in the kit that I'm trying to say is your fabrics and one of them, and that's 25. Okay. If you want the style-vil, you're going to need 1 metre of it, okay? And this isn't the iron-on. There's two types. This is the bog standard style-vil that you pin into place and away you go. It doesn't work with the spray sticky stuff. You can get iron-on ones, but I don't particularly love that as much, but that's personal preference. All right, so the style-vil is available on the website, says she. It will be on there in a little while because I've not uploaded it on there because I've been busy doing all of this morning, trying to get prepped and failing miserably as normal. So yeah, so there is a kit for the bag. I've called it Soft Shopper, okay, and it's rather gorgeous. My then next problem was I decided how good would that be as a bag? And now I really want to make this one myself now. When I finish the mystery, I'm going to keep one of these panels and do it for myself. So my thought is, see, you'd cut it here and then turn this up the other way so that this lovely one goes up the other side of the bag. And then all you've got to do is quilt it onto the style-vil and turn it into a nice bag. How lovely. I just think it's fabulous, I have to say. But that's me. And hopefully there's a lot of you out there who's going to think the same. I just love the colours. I really do. So, and that's again, the Northcott fabrics. They're available individually as well on the website. If you want just the panel or you want just some of the supporting, then yeah, please, you'll find them over on the website on Abbieanne.com. Okay, so that's that little shopper. Right, okay, so doobie-doobie-doo. I'll recap later, all right? Can you tell how unprepared I am today? But there we are. It is what it is. Tommy Tom Tom, the cat, actually is sat here looking at me as if I've gone off my trolley. He's in his bed on the table here. Right. Hopefully you've all had happy Christmases. I've said that already, haven't I? But for those that are just watching and the like, good morning and welcome. I'll go back through the bag in a bit. So, what's been going on? I've been head down working out the mystery quilt. So once a year, for those of you that don't know, many of you do, because I've been doing it, I think this is the 10th year now. I've been every January I start a mystery quilt block of the month, so a mystery quilt bomb. I have to be careful where I put that, you know, because I actually titled something mystery quilt bomb, BOM in capitals, and it got removed off of social media. I think they thought I was going to explode everybody or something. It was very weird, and I got banned and all sorts of hassle I had for that. So I have to be actually quite careful to put mystery block of the month. So I've been busy designing and making and doing, all right? So I can't actually really show you too much of it, all right? So there's a back view. I can't give you the front view. That's going to be as much as you're looking at, just a little quick whatever. So basically the mystery block of the month will come out over 6 months from January onwards. So it's like 20th of January we kick off. I do sign up from the 1st of January, okay, and we kick off from about the 20th, and they are paper patterns. I send them to you. They're not downloadable. So actually you've got your full-on, everything arrives ready to make whatever you want to make that month, okay? And I do it in two ways, in so much as you can have either just the patterns and use all your own fabrics, because I'm very aware, as much as I want to sell you fabric, we've all got lots. So this design will also suit what I call a scrap and stash design, okay? So you can use your own fabrics and just have the patterns arrive, or there are limited amounts of kits available, okay? So the fabric ways that I'm using, let me describe the actual quilt a little bit more for you, and then I'll show you a little bit of the fabrics, if that makes sense. I think I'm just waffling here. So we've got lots of stars, okay? So we're talking traditional patchwork stars, lots of them, different ones, blocks, 12-inch blocks, so nice, and I want to say sort of normal, okay? And then in the centre, you're going to get a choice of 3 designs to put in the centre as your medallion, okay? Which is a little bit different. I've not tried this before. It might work, it might not work, but, you know, it'll be what it'll be. So we're going to be, the first 3 months, we're going to be making blocks and borders and other things, I'm going to say, because there's a few twists in there, because we like things to be a little bit different. If we're not learning and challenging ourselves, why are we bothering? So that's the first 3 months. But at month 3, if you're going to continue, because I always sell you in month 1 to 3 and then month 4 to 6 to finish you off, so it's over 6 months. You're going to get a choice of, are you going to put a tree of life in the centre of your quilt? Are you going to put what I call orca flow, so it's a couple of orcas, which is a bit different, I feel, or koi, and it's koi flow, so there's lots of flowing going on in the centre, so you get your choice. All right, so at month 3, I'll say to you, which one do you want? And then you're going to get your pattern to carry on. Are they suitable for beginners? So, yes, I hope so. Okay, I'm going to say yes, because actually, if you're supported and you want to try, you're going to have lots of instruction from me how to. I always set up a group on Facebook so you can all ask questions and stuff and help each other along. Plus, you've always got me on the end of a phone or whatever. And I can talk you through things and help stuff. With any of my mystery quilts or my patterns, I don't leave you stranded. All you've got to do is say help, and I'll be there and I'll do whatever I can to help. So I would hope, yes, a beginner can, all right? So long as you know your basics, how to put 2 bits of fabrics together and how to do a bit of a pleaky, i.e. slap it on with a bit of glue or a little bit of fusible web, and stitch around, then you'll be fine. Okay. So yeah, so month 4, you're going to get your choice of your designs. The one that I did just show is that's the mystery quilt center, which is one of, and that's going to be a tree of life. All right, so although I've done a tree of life in the past as a pattern, this is a completely different one. All right, so there's a quick flash of a star, so that's one of the stars, but it will give you an idea. I'm going to show you 2 stars, and that's it. You're not going to see any of the rest of it. Okay, but it will give you an idea of the colours that I'm using. All right. Okay, so for me, it's a completely different set of colours. You could use your own, it doesn't matter. If you're wanting a kit, these are the fabrics. Okay, so we've got a lovely one there with a bee on. We've got another one with a bee on. So this is a pop of green that's going to go in, which is what's making it a little bit unusual as far as the colourway goes. But it's not a lot, but it's enough to give you definition within what we're working on. All right, and so then we've got lots of lovely reds and golds. Okay, so with a little bit of movement on. I'm not sure how much the kit's going to work out at until I've finished putting this together, which I hope to do tomorrow. Okay, so once the quilt top's together, I can then do some calculations for you as to how much the fabric will be. It'll only be the cost of the fabric, nothing extra chucked on. And then your patterns, I can tell you how much that's going to be as to how much printing there's going to be. This is rather gorgeous, this one. And then I'll sort out prices for patterns only, pattern and fabric, and see how we go. All right, so they're the fabrics that I'm using, and a nice cream background, as you saw on that. I can show you that again. So you've got that's actually a William Morris design. The fabric's an official V&A fabric, so, and that's really rather gorgeous, which is the background. Okay, so there'll be a lot of that used. But you know, I'll work out the requirements. So if you want to use your own fabrics, you can choose your own and use your own. There's another lady that helps me do my samples, Carol. She's busy making one at the minute, or has made. She's ahead of me. And she's used really dark purple backgrounds and really bright, vivid turquoises and greens and things popping away. So a completely different look to mine. What I'm hopeful to do when I put out all the information will be out on my website and on my Facebook page on the 1st of January. And I will put a photo, a collection photo of bits that I can show you, so you can make your mind up if you're going to join us at this mystery, of my colour choice and of Carol's colour choice. So it'll give you an idea of what might suit you. I like the idea of it being a scrap and stash quilt, in so much as you know you're going to love that, because they're all your scraps and stashes, you know, from your stash. So why would that not work for you? All right. So yeah, so that's the mystery quilt bomb, as in block of the month, not going to blow anybody up. All right. That was so funny. I got blocked and everything, and I'm sure that's only, I really couldn't get to the bottom of it, but they did unblock me in the end. It was a bit weird. Right. So that's all that I've sort of got as major news for you today. Don't run away. Don't run away, because I've got other info and stuff going on here. Okay, so what we've got? I've got a list. I've got a little list. Right, retreat. I think Julia mentioned that already. So there's going to be 3 Amigos. So we're talking Andy, who follows me on live this morning. He's going to be at 10:30. All right, so you need to go across to Crafty UK to see Andy and what he's got going on for you. So on your Facebook, you hop across. So Andy, Julia, who's cross-patch, who's been on before me doing her live, and myself, we're going to be doing a retreat as on request. You've all asked for it, so we're putting it out there. Okay, and that's going to be the 28th of April, a Monday to a Friday morning at the 2nd of May. And during that, each of us will run a class for you, which technically is sort of free within what we're doing. You'll get bed and breakfast and evening meal and lunch and tea and coffee and stuff. All right, so that's all included. Okay, I believe I want to say 650. I've not got my bit of paper. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm failing again. 650, I believe, for the week, or thereabouts, and £200 deposit. I've got all the booking forms. If anybody wants one, I can forward that out to you. And then I believe the rest of it needs to be paid the end of February or something like that. Okay, so if you're interested in that, please just message me and I'll send you a booking form and more details. All right, so I'm not sure what classes Andy and Julie are going to do. I'm going to do a reverse applique for you. So the machine reverse applique that I'm sort of known for, we'll have a little bash at that and a bit of fun. All right, and I think on the Monday night I'm going to do a talk for you, but only because I'm after the retreat. I have to go to the Brighton Quilt Show where I'm going to be doing a talk and classes and stuff there. So I've got all my gear with me. So I thought, well, I'll show you all on Monday. So you've got a bit of an added in there. All right. So a full packed week in so much as classes if you want them, lots of stitching of your own to be doing. Bring whatever you need help with, maybe, because you've got the three of us there to help or do whatever you need. Make the most of us while you're with us. So that'll be a real good fun week, I reckon. We're going to have a bit of a giggle. So 28th of April, that is. All right, so that's our retreat, the Three Amigos retreat. That seems to be our name. Not sure how that has happened, but I love it. Okay, so you're going to see lots of silliness from the three of us in the future, I feel. Right, let me just do a quick recap, because there's a few people still coming on, and anyone that might have missed the first bit. You can go back and watch this again later. I'm going to hopefully put it across onto my YouTube channel. Okay, you'll find loads of free demos and stuff over on YouTube. What I am going to try and start doing in the new year is update those, because there's an awful lot that are really quite old now. Oh, that brings me on to something. Question asked yesterday about the Witter quilt. Now, lots of you might have absolutely no idea what a Witter quilt is. So I'll just give you a quick explanation. I don't want to bore you, but we'll tell you anyway. During lockdown, the first day of lockdown, I'd never done this in my life. I sat and I started doing YouTube videos for people. Okay, so every single day during lockdown, I did a different video. And each day we learned a different block or a different technique, or people requested and I helped, or whatever it was. So every single day during the whole of lockdown, I did you all sorts of free tutorials and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. All of it is still there over on my YouTube channel, which again is Abbieanne Patchwork. Basically, if you search Abbieanne on anything, you'll probably find me. All right, so there's all this free stuff over there. So as we were making all these blocks, and obviously it was going on because we didn't know how long it was going to go, did we, at the time? And so I was getting all these blocks, so we started putting them together into quilts. And for want of a better name, because I used to call it Patchwork Witterings. So the group on Facebook is Patchwork Witterings of Abbieanne. So I called them Witter quilts. And so we started putting these blocks together, and it might have been different techniques or something, you know, a little bit experimental or whatever, or making people think out of the box. So they've got called Witter quilts. And we carried on doing them. Obviously, during lockdown, that was easy because I was available to do every day. Since then, it's got less and less and less, because actually I've got less and less time to put to this. But we're actually on, I think it's Witter quilt number 12, and I'm lagging. I should have had it finished by now, but it's not been happening because obviously life's been a bit hectic, as you've been watching. So I need to do another block to update us all with the next Witter quilt. Having said that, if I got it here, look, it's to hand, so it's always in my mind. And for some reason at the time I thought, oh, it'd be a good idea, and I was going to do 2 different colorways. So I'm doing double. So oh, where's all my blocks? Oh, well, they're all the fabrics anyway. The blocks must be hidden in the heap over there. I'm not going to worry now. So we're on Witter quilt 12. I do intend hopefully to do the next block next week, but quite obviously I need to get Mystery Quilt up and running first, and then I'll go back to this. and catch us all up on our Witter quilt. So if you want to look at any of that, you'll find them over, as I say, on my YouTube channel, and you'll find the patterns and stuff and referral and the rest of it in the group, which is found via my Facebook page. So my Facebook page is Abbieanne Patchwork and Quilting, and attached to that is a group, I think it's Patchwork Witterings of Abbieanne, because I wittered, didn't I? You're finding this out if you never knew before. So there we go. So that's sort of an updating, and I apologise for the delays in it, but we will get there. Right. I'll do a quick recap of that fabulous bag. And then we'll be getting on for passing across to Andy, I would think, by then. What are we? We're 10:25, so I've got 5 minutes or thereabouts. Right, look. How gorgeous is this? Yeah. And do you see how it stands? Isn't that fabulous how it stands? Right, so this has actually been made of one piece of fabric, which is how I like to make things. Nice and easy. Look, it goes right the way around and comes up the other side. And that's this one here. So the Northcott fabrics, you can buy them just as fabric if you want, but I've done a kit up for these bags. All right, so I was saying I do like to be able to cover things up and stop people putting hands in things. So there's a little pocket in this side for my phone, and then there's double pocket this side for purse and stuff, and this nice closure, because I just don't trust people these days. That's awful, isn't it? But there we go. I personally would probably make that a little bit wider even, do you know? That the sample, I have to say, has been made by Carol for me. Carol Ford, who's rapidly becoming a bit of an elf for me, which is really, really kind of her. So I've other ones that I've made, I've done in this manner, but Carol has done on this occasion. She's used style-vil, and it's so easy to quilt through, and it pops out. It's lovely stuff. It's like foam. Well, it is foam. There you are, look. Sheets of foam, and it's really rather gorgeous, and it gives it stability, a little bit of oomph, and yes, I love it a lot. So there we go. But my next plan is to turn this into a bag as well, because I think this panel is just fabulous. If you were to cut it here and turn one round, if that makes sense, so this would go up the other way, so each side, yeah, and make it in exactly the same way. So, oh yeah, Carol's just said elf number 2. No, actually, you're probably elf number 3. Probably, really. Sorry, Carol. Elf 3, who helps me with my samples and things. And as I say, she's been helping with the mystery as well. So, mystery quilt will be available from the 1st of January, sign up, and I will post everything out on the 20th. So, it should start really for you on the 23rd-ish of January. Okay. So far more detail come that day. Lovely, lovely fabrics. I've shown you one of the blocks, but only one of the blocks, so that you've got an idea. All right, so you've got a centre, which could be a tree of life that I've just finished making, dooby dooby doo, or it could be orca flow, or it could be koi flow. No, orca yang, got it wrong. Yang, yeah, backwards and forwards. So orca yang or koi flow, and there's loads of traditional stars, and there's all sorts of other stuff going on. So there'll be kits available, but only a limited amount. All right, and then there will be patterns and stuff available to anybody to join in. Okay, and I send them out monthly. They're not downloadable, they are paper. All right, so more details of that very, very shortly. I'm very aware that we're 10:28, so everyone needs to be getting ready to go across to Andy on Crafter UK for his live. What I will say is thanks for listening to my wittering, and I do apologise if I ramble. Happy New Year. Enjoy. Let's make 2025 a buster. Yeah, I know that a lot of us have had a bit of a time during 2024. 2025 is going to be better. It is what we make it. Okay, folks. So yeah, have a happy New Year, and I will join you on New Year's Day with details of the mystery block of the month. I was going to say bomb again. I've got to be careful doing this. I'll get told off. I really do. Right. So actually, bag mystery, happiness to all. You need to be trundling across now over to Andy on Crafty UK. Peaceful New Year to everyone. Thank you. Debbie, thank you. All right, so I'm going to disappear any second now. As soon as it gets to 10:30, I'm out of here. All right, and I'm going to carry on and put the style-vil over on my website being Abbieanne.com. All right, thank you for watching and supporting us all. We do what we can. We do what we can. Happy New Year. Look, it's all coming up there. Lovely. Thank you, folks. All right, off to Andy. Welcome, Sue, Helen, Carol. Happy New Year, everybody. Look, it all coming up there. Do you know, thank you for watching. I can't believe that you all do. You can watch it again later if you need to catch up. Anybody that's just come in. Bye-bye, Wendy. Go enjoy Andy. Bye, Sarah. Lish, thank you. Happy New Year, darling. I'm gone.